First, some good news. I'm on T! Strike. San Antonio Symphony musicians went on strike September 27th, 2021. What's happening? In 2019, the San Antonio, Texas musicians agreed to a master contract with the San Antonio Symphony, but due to the pandemic, there was an emergency collective bargaining, and for the 2021 season, the musicians willingly took a temporary 80% pay cut to be renegotiated when everything reopens. Well, everything is reopening. And the new proposal from the San Antonio Symphony would be an even bigger pay cut, cuts to staff, and cuts to health care. What are their goals? They don't want to lose their salary, job, and health care. Can't believe I gotta fucking explain why this is so bad. But San Antonio Symphony's tomfoolery is next level. Musicians' current salary is $30,000 a year. This pay cut would take full-time workers' salary to $24,000 a year and $11,000 a year for part-time workers. Cost of living in San Antonio, Texas is $56,000 a year, which I think is more than $24,000, but I'm not a mathematician. Many of the musicians are now forced to consider whether or not they can afford to stay in San Antonio or if they have to move to another city. The San Antonio chapter of the American Federation of Musicians, a union that represents musicians, warned that San Antonio is facing an exodus of musicians. The new proposal also proposed cutting the ensemble from 72 full-time positions to 42 full-time positions and converting 26 full-time positions to part-time, with any other vacancies being filled by hire for concert. And the part-time workers would lose their medical, vision, and dental benefits. Speaking of healthcare, November 1st, the Symphony sent out an email at 4:51 p.m. saying that all striking workers will lose their health care. The Symphony's defense for this callousness was that since the health insurance was an accrued benefit, the workers were only covered for the month of October. An accrued benefit is a benefit that an employee earns based on the amount of time worked. So, two problems with this claim. One, the workers were completely covered during the pandemic when they were not working, and two, the timing is very suspicious. If the workers were only covered for October, why did the Symphony wait until November 1st to let them know? Why is it only the striking workers that have lost their benefits when the Symphony hasn't even opened yet, so all workers aren't working? And why has no termination of benefits letter been sent out to the employees with no health care? Why send the email out at 4:51 p.m.? It's all very suspicious. The union has claimed that it is completely retaliatory. The Symphony has responded by saying that the striking workers can apply for COBRA. COBRA is the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act. Catchy. COBRA allows families who lose their health insurance to continue coverage for a limited period of time due to job loss, benefits cancellation, reduction in hours, transition between jobs, death, or divorce. So, the Symphony musicians are eligible for COBRA due to cancellation of benefits, but they need a termination of benefits letter, a form that explains that an employee lost their benefits and why, in order to prove they lost their benefits. A form that the Symphony has not sent out, so the strikers cannot apply for COBRA. To make this even more perfect, the email was sent out at 4:51 p.m. A business day is 9 to 5 p.m. Congratulations! You have 9 minutes to look up health insurance plans, compare prices, fill out the paperwork, and God forbid you have any questions because you have 9 minutes to reach the health insurance company. Let's pray you aren't put on hold.
I'm not actually sure, man. I'll just ask the manager. Do you mind if I put you on hold?
No.
Don't put me on hold. Don't put me on hold. Don't put me on hold.
The San Antonio chapter of the American Federation of Musicians filed an unfair labor practice charge against the San Antonio Symphony with the NLRB on the grounds that canceling the striking workers' health insurance was retaliation and destroys the symphony's claim that they reached a good faith impasse. Right now, we're just waiting to hear the NLRB's decision. This is a mind-boggling level of fucking over your workers, especially when they willingly took a pay cut before in order to keep the symphony afloat. The musicians clearly love their jobs. They wouldn't have sacrificed so much if they didn't. And for the symphony to turn around and cut pay, jobs, and benefits is a betrayal. But don't worry. The symphony's board still has the chutzpah to turn around and beg donations because it's just so hard for them, and to release statements about how much they love their workers, but it's just so fucking hard.
That must be super fucking hard for you.
How do we support the workers? Share, donate, subscribe to the newsletter, links in the description. The San Antonio Symphony musicians have also regularly staged demonstrations and free concerts. Check out their website and social media to find out where and when the rallies and concerts are happening. Let us all remember that even if the workers love their job, passion does not pay the bills. If the San Antonio Symphony really cares about its workers, it will pay them enough to live. Well, I was stuck in bed, and you were stuck here with me. But now you may go and live your lives. Go, be cute, keep gay, be crime. Bye!
Julie, do the thing.